This Week at NASA.
Disappointing for the team today, for sure. But as we always say, and it's absolutely the truth, we're going to fly when we're ready, and clearly we were not ready to fly today.
The 35th shuttle mission to the International Space Station has been scrubbed until the end of the month, according to mission managers. Originally scheduled to lift off on November 1st, the STS-133 mission was postponed several times due to a series of problems, including a circuit breaker problem in the shuttle's cockpit, improbable weather, and a hydrogen gas leak detected while filling the external tank in preparation for a third attempt to launch Discovery on Friday, November 5th. STS-133's mission management team discussed their decision to select a new window of opportunity, November 30th through December 5th, during a news conference at the Kennedy Space Center.
Right now, the 30th is the first time that beta opens back up to allow us to launch. We'll go make sure that's really the date we want, and we'll work that through the normal change process of the shuttle program.
STS-133, with crew members Commander Steve Lindsay, pilot Eric Bowe, and mission specialists Alvin Drew, Tim Copra, Michael Barrett, and Nicole Stott, is the last planned mission for 2010 and Discovery's final flight to the complex.
The Epoxy mission spacecraft made its planned flyby of Comet Hartley 2, and the pictures it sent back to investigation team members at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory did not disappoint. Deep Impact, so named for the 2005 mission it initially served as the in-flight spacecraft, flew by Hartley 2 about 435 miles above its surface, close enough to image the heart of the comet, its nucleus.
All stations PM. Congratulations on a fantastic flyby. Good job, everybody.
The data we have, I am convinced that Comet Hartley will have increased our knowledge of how comets work by at least 3 Hartleys. The Hartley is a real unit of information, and 3 Hartleys is about a factor of 10.
Epoxy, an acronym combining the names of its 2 extended missions, is expected to shed new light on how our solar system formed some 4.6 billion years ago.
I always like to tell people that you all are incredible ambassadors, as you're there representing just 2 of the many nations that are partners in the International Space Station. What you do is actually a modern-day Star Trek, if you will. Kids are excited about watching you.
NASA Administrator Charles Bolden helped mark the 10th anniversary of a continuous human presence aboard the International Space Station by discussing life aboard the complex with its current residents, the Scvtv20 crew.
Every day there's new excitement and new adventure as we venture out in some of the science that we're doing, and of course being here in space never ceases to amaze us at the surprises it has in store for us.
Scvtv20 Commander Doug Wheelock and flight engineers Alexander Kaleri, Oleg Skripochka, Scott Kelly, Fyodor Yurchikhin, and Shannon Walker are the latest of almost 200 men and women who, over the past decade, have called the ISS home while away from Earth.
I want to thank you for what you've done. I want to thank you for what you represent, and congratulate you on being the occupants of the station as we celebrate its 10th anniversary.
Discovery's scheduled liftoff provided a launch pad for other events at the Kennedy Space Center. Some 150 people from 35 states and 6 countries, including Australia and the Philippines, participated in a tweet-up at KSC. The Tweeps, as devotees of the social messaging medium Twitter are known, met informally and spoke with astronauts, shuttle managers, technicians, and engineers, as well as members of NASA's social media team. For nearly 80 years, the Lego brick has helped enhance children's creativity through playing and learning. Now, NASA is teaming up with Lego to develop innovative educational and outreach activities to interest youngsters in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The collaboration, called Build the Future, kicked off at Kennedy with youngsters building their vision of the future in space.
What can we build together? That's beautiful.
On hand for the event was a woman long associated with future space travel, actress Nichelle Nichols, Lieutenant Uhura of Star Trek.
Something as simple as Lego that used to just be used as a pacifier and fun for kids. Here they have specific work. It's fascination that drives the creative spirit.
Building the Future will strive to educate youngsters about NASA's research and exploration, technologies, science, and aeronautics.
We're working on the technology that will enable a next generation of supersonic aircraft that the public can fly on. But we don't want to do that in a way that creates a disturbance. So the technology that we're developing will result in quiet supersonic aircraft.
NASA recently conducted flight experiments at Edwards Air Force Base in Southern California to examine the effect of low-amplitude sonic booms on large office buildings.
We're simulating what we anticipate will be the boom level of a new aircraft by using an existing F-18 airplane. To do that, we have to dive the airplane in a unique manner, and that creates both a quiet boom at the location where we want to measure, but also some loud booms in the vicinity.
As part of the Sonic Booms on Big Structures effort, 2 NASA FA-18 aircraft from the Dryden Flight Research Center flew a series of supersonic runs that caused multiple sonic booms of varying intensity over Edwards.
Edwards is an ideal place to do this because there's a lot of open land, we have the supersonic corridor, and people are generally experienced with sonic booms, so we don't create a negative reaction with those loud booms while we're trying to focus on getting the data from the quiet booms.
NASA engineers are now reviewing data from sensitive instrumentation installed in a recently constructed office building at Edwards to determine the building's structural response to the momentary pressure caused by the sonic shockwaves. 30 years ago, on November 12, 1980, the Voyager spacecraft flew by Saturn, about 78,000 miles above the planet's cloud tops. The result was a series of spectacular photos like these, as well as the discovery of 5 new moons, including Titan and Enceladus. Also revealed, a ring system consisting of thousands of bands. Voyager 1 is a NASA mission that keeps on giving, forging ahead towards the boundaries of our solar system at a speed of almost 36,000 miles an hour. Voyager 1 continues to collect unprecedented data about the giant outer planets and beyond. And that's This Week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, log on to www.nasa.gov.